Hello, happy students. Today our topic is DVMS, and this is DVMS revision part 3. In this part, we are going to discuss some MySQL commands, and the commands which will be discussed in these lectures are update command. Next is delete command, and third is alter table command. So these are the three different commands used in the three different commands which are very important as far as your examination is concerned. And among these, alter and update table command are most important. And sometimes it is asked in examination that what is the difference between alter table command and update command. You know that SQL is divided into three sub-languages: DDL, DML, and DCL. Basically, DDL related to data definition language. It means all the commands which are belongs to the structure of the data are structure of the data are a part of DDL command, and all the commands which used to manipulate the data are in false in DML commands. And third is data control language, the commands which control the data, neither define the data structure nor manipulate the data, are false in DCL commands. So first is data SQL alter table command. As we know that if we want to change the table structure, then this is possible using alter table command. And when we talk about structure of a table, there are only three possibilities. First possibility is that if we want to add, we can add any column or any number of columns in our table structure. That is possible. First possibility. Second possibility is that we can remove a column or any number of column in existing table. That is second possibility. And third possibility is that we can modify the size of a column. So that is another possibility. So there are three types of possibilities here. So we can say that if we want to alter the structure, or if we want to change the structure of a existing table, it is possible in three different ways: either to take or add new column, or to uh, delete some columns or delete one column, or third possibility is that to change the size of an existing table. So there are three different possibilities. So these all types of possibilities covers in alter table statement. So first of all, keep in mind that alter table statement is a DDL statement, data definition language statement. Remember that. And second point is that regarding to alter table statement is that we can alter the table structure in three different ways: by adding column, by removing column, or by modifying the column, given column. So let us talk about all these three different options. Alter table structure. Alter table statement is used to add, delete, or modify column in an existing table. And the alter table statement is also used to add and drop column or some constraints on an existing table. So two possibilities are there. Second is regarding to constraint. Alter table statement is also used to add or delete constraints are not null, primary key, default, foreign key. These all are the constraints. So constraints are already discussed, and as I told you that this is a revision, database revision part 3. And in DBMS there are different types of constraints which apply on different data values, and we already discussed all of them in our previous lecture. So if you want to add or delete a different data constant at any point of time, then it is also possible to by using alter table statement. So most of the time we apply constraint at the time of table creation, but suppose if you forget to apply a constraint at the time of table creation and there is a table and table is already created, then how can we apply different constraint after the creation of the table? Is it possible? Answer: yes, it is possible, and it is possible when we use SQL alter table structure for that. And using alter table structure, we can add we are able to add a column, add a constant, we are able to delete a constant. So all these types or operations are performed using alter table structure. So alter table command is very important. First of all, it is a TDL statement. Second is it basically add or remove different data item, different column names, or different constants. So let us discuss all of these one by one. Alter table structure. First of all, alter table add columns. So alter table statement is used to add, delete or modify columns on an existing table, first point, and add, drop constants on the existing table. These two are very important. Next is alter table add column. If we want to add column in our table structure, then how could this possible? This is possible using alter table statement. What I have to do here, just write alter table and then table name, and then use keyword add, and after that name of column and then data type, name of the column and data type. So when you apply this, table structure will be altered. There is a small example here. Suppose there is a table name customer, and we want to add another column name email of varchar type and size is 255. Then we can perform this operation using alter table statement as alter table customers add email varchar 255. Here the table name is customers, column name is email, data type is varchar, and size is 255 of course, and just write add to add column name, right? Add to add column name, and then just go to second option regarding to alter table statement, and that is alter table drop column. Alter table drop column, just write alter table table name, then drop, and then column, and then column name, and after applying this statement, the column that is already existing will be deleted in a table. So remember that use keyword drop column, not drop column. With add we cannot use add, we just simply write add here, but when we apply drop, just write drop column, because drop itself a keyword used to drop or delete permanently a table. MySQL. Here there is a small example here. Name of the table is customer, and then you apply here drop table. So drop column, so column name will be dropped. Next is modify. So modify column name is used to modify column structure. So just write draw modify column in place of drop column, and everything's and other things are same as compared to the previous one. You can easily see that. Modify column, use modify column in place of drop column, and then column name and data type. Now second is the update statement. Update is basically a DML statement in which we can manipulate the data. If you want to change the data or record in a table, then this is possible by using SQL update statement. So there is a small difference between update and alter table statement. Using alter table statement, basically we are able to alter the table structure, and using update statement we are able to update the data of a table. So these two are the this is the basic difference between alter table statement and drop statement. Alter table statement and update table statement. Sorry. So this is the basic difference between these two, and it is asked so many number of times in the examination, and I personally found many students uh, got confused between these two, update and alter table statement. When there is a query related to update statement, they write alter in place of update, and sometimes they write just reverse of it. So first of all, see the question, what type of changes it expect, whether the change is required to the structure of the table or whether the change is required to the data of the table. If the change is related to the data of the table, we used update statement. If it is required to the structure of the table, then we use alter table statement. Now how we can use update table statement, let us see it. It is very simple to use. Just write we get in alter table, we write alter table name and drop column name, and in SQL update statement, alter table name, modify column name. So to modify column and column name, remember three keyword. Add is used to add a column, drop column is used to drop a column name, and if you want to modify a column, just write modify column. Then SQL update statement. Let us discuss about SQL update statement here. SQL update statement. Okay. Update a table. How can you update a table? We can update a table using the SQL update statement. And this is a small example here to show syntax here to show how to use update table command. Just write update and then table name and then keyword set, and then column value 1 is equal to value, column value 2 is equal to value. So all these values are changed in that within that column. And after, if you want to apply certain condition, or you want to filter, or you want to update the data according to certain condition, you can use where condition. Always remember that where is used with delete statement, with select statement, and with update statement. So we already discussed set of where clause with the update with the select statement, and here the use of where condition is with where clause is with update statement. So just write update, then table name, and then keyword set, and then the name of the column 1, and then value 1, then column 1 comma column 2, and then value 2, and then after where column. So that is the structure of update table command. Now let us check it. What happens? Be careful when update records in a table. Notice that where clause in the update statement, the where clause specifies which recorded that should be updated. If we omit this where clause, all records in the table will be updated. That is a very important point. If you omit this, then all records will be updated. So try to use where clause with the update statement. Otherwise all records will be all data will be updated regarding to the update condition given in question. Then update table structure syntax. Update, here is a small example, and it says that update customers the name of the table, set contact number is a name of attribute name, it is a attribute name, and cities has the attribute name, and then values are Praveen and Varanasi, and also there is a condition given where customer ID is equal to 1. So what happens after the execution of the statement? In customer table, in table name customer, the column values regarding to the customer ID 1, and column values of customer name, customer contact name, and city will be updated, and this will become Praveen and Varanasi. Praveen and Varanasi. Uh, to understand this concept, let us draw a table first, and after that, you are able to understand what is the concept of update table command. So, if you work in MySQL, then first of all you can create a table using create table statement, and then after insert the data into insert into a statement, and then only you can able to apply update statement. There is the existing table, then you can also apply this concept in that table. So let us create a table first, which shows how the and table name is a customer. Suppose table name is a customer, and we make here a table of 3 by 3, and name of column is contact number and customer ID and city. So write this is a table name, customer ID, and then contact name, and then city. Three column names are there. One and two are there. Contact name, suppose A, and B, and city, suppose take any value X and Y. So what happens, actually this is a table name customer and have three column name, customer ID, contact name, and city. So these are the three columns names, and condition says at cust records will be updated where customer ID is equal to 1, and where customer ID is equal to 1, set contact name is equal to Praveen and city is equal to Varanasi. So only one row will be updated because only one will have customer ID 1, and changes will be contact name will be Praveen and the city will be Varanasi. So one row will be updated. After that statement, row will be updated. If you want to update multiple records, this is also possible. Here table name is customers, always remember that. So if you want to update multiple record, it is also possible. And you can see that okay, yes, let us take an example of this update multiple records. Here to update a multiple records, first of all write update, then table name is customer in this case, and then use the keyword set. Always remember that set is used with update table command only. So set, and then contact name is equal to Praveen, where country is equal to Varanasi. Okay, city is equal to Varanasi will be there. Varanasi is not a country, but it doesn't affect on our SQL result. So update customers set contact number Praveen, where country is equal to Varanasi. So where country is equal to Varanasi, data will be changed. Here just write country in place of city. You are able to understand this concept. This will be changed. But before this, let us make this table much more complicated. Here only three reports are there. Now you are easily get the idea of update multiple records. So here country is equal to Varanasi, set contact name is equal to Praveen. Here there is a spelling mistake, or here city is there, country is there. Suppose in place of country, city is there. So this these two changes will be happens after the execution of that statement, because it says that update customers and set contact name Praveen where country is equal to Varanasi. So contact name will be changed, and there is update warning. Be careful when uploading records. If you omit the where clause, all records will be updated. And this is a very important point, because where clause restricts the changes in a particular records only. But if you omit the where clause, with the use of update, then all data will be updated. All data will be updated. So here you can see that the example is given here. All data will be updated means all data regarding the particular column will be updated. Here contact name is equal to ABC. We'll just get different values to it. And we can see that this is a table name customer, have three different column name, customer ID, customer name, and city here. And here you want to apply update table command. So condition is update customers where customer name is where contact name is equal to Praveen. Update customer contact name is equal to Praveen. If you apply this, all contact name will be changed, because no where clause is there. So there is no foundation as far as records are concerned. So changes will apply to all the records. This type of table will appear after the execution of that statement. Update warning. Next is SQL delete statement. If you want to delete a particular row, then you can use, or all the records in a table, you can use a delete command. So delete statement is used to delete existing record in a table. Records which are already existing in a table, you can delete using delete command. And with delete command you can use where clause. Where clause is basically used to filter out the data. And if you want to just delete certain records, not whole data, then you can use delete command with um, where clause. So that is very important point. And one question is always asked when what is the difference between delete and drop command? In delete command, basically we are able to delete particular or certain number of rows in our database or in a table. But when we use drop command, then the whole data with its structure will be deleted. That is the basic difference between drop and delete. Now always remember that where clause is used only with the delete, not with drop command. So that is another most important difference between delete and drop table command. So here is a small example that is given here. You can see that a delete is used to delete existing record in table, and delete, the syntax is delete from table name, and after that where, and all data will be deleted. So SQL delete example is there. Delete from customer where customer name is equal to Praveen. So all data will be deleted where customer name is equal to Praveen. Delete from customers. Delete is the keyword from customer where customer name is equal to Praveen. Simple query is here. You can see that. And there is one. Now suppose this is a table, and after apply this command, so you can easily guess what is the output. Here all data will be deleted where customer name is equal to Praveen. So I think two row will be affected by executing this statement, and all the records belongs to him is already deleted. Belong to her, block belongs to the already deleted. Let's check delete from table name, and delete if all records, then just write delete from table name, and all data will be deleted. So here if you write just delete from customer, then all data related to table customer will be deleted. So simple thing is that when you use where clause with delete statement, only particular rows will be deleted. But if you omit the where clause and just write where delete from table name, then all data will be deleted or structure will be empty. Now there is one question which is raised in my mind, is that what is the difference between and delete and alternative structure with drop column. So basically when you drop a column in a table structure, that column will be dropped, or there is no more column name here. But in delete structure, when we use a command of delete from customers with the without where clause, then all data will be deleted, and structure remains same. It means all columns will remain same, but only the data contained in it will be deleted. So these are the three commands for today lecture. In our next video we will revise some of few more commands. So I hope now the concept is clear, how to use alter table and update table command and delete. So thanks for watching this video.